Welcome to this slow, chill yoga practice. I'm Sam. No props needed for this, just your mat. Whenever you're ready, we're going to begin in a child's pose. You can come to bring your big toes together. Let your knees come wide, maybe as wide as your mat. You can walk your hands forward in front of you. And then start to soften down through your chest and rest your forehead onto your mat. You can let your forearms settle down. And close your eyes as you're ready. And feeling yourself landing into your body. And feeling yourself right here on your mat. Maybe noticing the connection of the mat with earth beneath you. And on the tops of your feet, your knees, and forearms and hands, and your forehead. Allowing yourself to be soft and to melt down, surrendering to the earth, to gravity. And when you're ready, beginning to draw your awareness towards your breath. Letting your breath flow naturally in and out of your nose. Maybe observing, you notice your breath. Maybe you notice it moving in through your nostrils. Maybe you notice your belly expanding or your chest expanding. Just observing for a few breaths. And the natural rising and falling. And every time you breathe in, every time you breathe out. If you like, you might start to deepen your breath. Maybe finding a fuller, more expansive inhale. And a long, slow, deep exhale. And feel free to sigh or exhale out your mouth anytime you need a bit of a deeper release here. Our intention for this practice is to really slow down and practice patience. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "Follow the pace of nature. And her secret is patience." And allowing yourself to connect into your body, connect into your breath, fully be present. Letting go of any need to push or control, do. Letting go of that need to strive and be productive. And seeing if you can allow yourself to And just be. Settling into the rhythm of this collective pause we're all experiencing. Slowing down. Knowing that it's okay to slow down. It's okay to not be so busy, to not be doing all the time. It's okay to let yourself feel whatever it is you feel. Let your practice be a place where you can find that time to reconnect, to practice patience with yourself and with your body. Taking a couple more deep breaths here. Maybe starting to walk your fingertips a little bit further away and lifting up your forearms. Starting to lift your forehead off the mat and onto your fingertips. And then start to walk your fingertips toward the right side. And you can place your left hand on top of your right hand and settle your forehead back down. And find a gentle stretch through the left side of your body. And to keep anchoring your left sit bone toward your left heel. And on your next inhalation, lift up and do transition toward the opposite side. And staying rooted through your right sitting bone. And you might feel sensation in the side of your right rib cage as you expand and lengthen. And on your next inhalation, start to walk yourself back to center. And take a long, slow, deep inhale here. And a full release out of your mouth. And then slowly start to roll up your spine. You can slide your hands softly along the mat. Sliding your hands all the way along your thighs. Letting your arms lift up overhead. Inhale. And then exhale, drawing your hands in front of your heart space. And take a deep breath in here. And let it go out your mouth. Bowing your head to your heart. And whenever you're ready, releasing your hands onto your legs and opening your eyes. Bring your knees a little bit closer. I still have them slightly parted. Place your right hand down on the floor beside you, mat. Then inhale, left arm rises. And then exhale to find an arc shape. Finding a stretch through the left side of your body, maybe gazing up. Maybe rotating your heart space higher. Take another breath in. And then exhale, release that hand down. Inhale, take your right arm up to the sky. And then exhale, arcing to the left. You might rotate a little bit with your rib cage, the neck. Finding that stretch. Take another in breath. And then coming back through center as you exhale. I'm going to move through a little bit of a flow here. So as you inhale, to drag your hands up along your thighs and raise them up. Arms are soft. And then as you exhale, start to melt your spine, heart forward, and slide your hands along your mat. So you're in a child's pose. As you inhale, press down through your forearms. Slide your heart forward, lift your forearms. You're coming into a cow pose. And then as you exhale, press the ground away and round your back. Inhale, cow again. Belly drops, heart lifts. And then as you exhale, press the ground away to round your back and draw yourself back toward your heels. Inhale, slide your hands along the mat, along your thighs, and let them rise up. And exhale, let your hands release into softness. I'm going to do that 2 more times. So inhale, slide your hands up overhead. And then exhale, melting down, extend your arms along the mat. Inhale, slide your heart forward, forearms are grounded until you peel your chest up. And exhale, round your back. Inhale, find that arch. And then exhale, round your back as you sink your hips back toward your heels. Breathing in, slide your hands along the mat, along your legs, and up toward the sky. And then exhale, let your hands land back beside you. Last one, breathing in, arms lift. And breathing out, folding forward. Inhale, slide forward, cow pose, arch back. And exhale, raising up through the back of your heart space. Inhale, arch your back. And exhale, we round and melt back, child's pose. Breathing in as your arms slide up, raising up. And breathing out, letting your hands lower down. And from here, we're going to come to all fours. Shoulders over wrists, knees over hips. And as you breathe in, take your right arm up to the sky. And as you breathe out, thread your right arm down and through as you're laying down onto your right shoulder. You can start to walk your left fingertips forward. Find a deeper twist here. Thread the needle. Keep breathing deeply. And slowly start to walk your left hand back in. You can inhale, slide out your right hand, raise it up. And then exhale, lower the hand back down. Inhale, extend your right leg behind you, toes grounded. And then as you exhale, start to roll over those toes. So letting some mobility in your right ankle joint. And pausing here for another breath. And then from here, you're going to slide your left shin back 90 degrees. You're going to pivot on, you're pressing down through the whole sole of your right foot. And then as you breathe in, start to peel your right arm up to the sky, and like a supported side plank. And you might circle out your right wrist a few times. And feeling a stretch through your side body here. And taking one more breath here. And then on your next inhale, you're going to press down through your right foot and come up onto your knee. As you're standing up now. And take an inhale here. And as you exhale, you're going to come into a gate pose. So right hand comes to your right leg and your left arm arcs up and over toward the right. And again, creating space through your rib cage here, side of your left ribs. Maybe gazing up toward the sky. You might move your neck a little bit. Always feeling free to find some fluidity, any movement you like. And taking one more breath. And then inhale, coming back through center. And then exhale, pivoting back forward, and coming back into all fours. Moving to the other side now. So as you breathe in, your left arm's going to rise up to the sky. And then as you breathe out, slide your left hand through underneath your right arm and lay down onto your left shoulder. You might stay here with your right hand, or maybe walk your fingertips further forward. You might deepen that stretch. Your hips are still over your knees. And taking a long, slow, deep breath in. And a full, slow breath out. And start to walk your right fingertips back toward your face, and inhale, left arm back to the sky. And exhale, place it down. Inhale, extend your right leg behind you, toes grounded. And then start to slide over those toes, making up your ankle joint. One more breath here. From here, we're going to pivot the right leg back 90 degrees. And then come onto the sole of the left foot as you peel, inhaling, left arm to the sky, supported side plank. And again, you could start to rotate through your left wrist if it feels good. I'm working a lot with wrists in yoga, so it can feel nice to find some circular movements in both directions. You're still finding expansiveness through your body. The last breath here. And then your next inhale, coming up onto your right shin. And then exhale, finding that gate pose. Left hand comes somewhere along your left leg. Your right arm sweeps up alongside your right ear. And finding that stretch through the side of your torso. Maybe gazing up or looking down. Maybe moving between the two. We'll be holding stillness for our last breath. And inhaling, coming up through center. And exhale, you can spin the hands down and come back into your all fours. So to tuck your toes under, send your hips back toward your heels. And walk your hands one palm print further forward. And slowly start to lift yourself up into a downward facing dog. You can pedal out through your heels here. And bending your knees as much as you need to. There's no rush. Just feeling through your body, anywhere that might need some attention or some movement. Feel free to make any of those movements or adjustments. And finding stillness for a full breath cycle. And start to bring your gaze forward. And slowly walk your feet toward your hands. And setting them hip width apart. And allow yourself to dangle. You can bend your knees as much as you need to. You could catch opposite elbows. You might shake your head yes and no, releasing any tension in your neck. And you might rock your upper body a little bit from side to side. Maybe you're wanting to find some stillness, so anything here that feels good in your body. Starting to release your hands down if you had your elbows. And bend your knees, curl your chin in, and slowly, as slow as possible, start to roll up your spine. Articulating one vertebrae after the other. No rush. Head and curls last. You might like to roll out your shoulders a couple of times. And as you inhale, take your arms out wide. Interlace your hands over your head. Exhale. Inhale, start to find length. And as you exhale, start to arc toward the right, gazing up under or past the left arm rather. And pause here. Keeping your feet firmly rooted down. Notice if you can slide your shoulders down. Shoulder blades down your back, so you're creating that space between your shoulder and ear. Take another breath in. And drawing back through center, exhale. Inhale, find length again. And then exhale, arcing to the left. Just spin your heart up, gazing up. Taking one more breath here. Inhale to rise. And then exhale. Let's release our hands down. And as you breathe in, take your arms overhead. And as you breathe out, let your hands, palms flow toward the earth. Inhale to slide your hands up your shins, send your spine long. And then exhale, you can slide your hands back down your shins to the earth. Inhale, rise up tall. And exhale, hands in front of your heart space. Do one more like that. Breathing in, find expansion. Arms lift. Breathing out, melting forward. And then inhale, you can glide your hands along your shins as you lengthen. And breathing out, slide your hands back down, folding forward. Inhale, rising up strong. And exhale, hands to heart center. Last one. Inhale, we lift. And then exhale, bowing forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And this time, as you exhale, place your hands down onto your mat. And step back, downward facing dog. You can pedal out your heels again if you like. And pause here for a breath. On your next inhalation, stretch your right leg up tall toward the sky. And then as you exhale, you're going to step that foot in between your hands and lower your back knee. Inhale, raise your chest and find cactus arms. And then exhale, let your hips sink. Inhale, start to lift up, draw in between this hip bones. And then exhale, dropping, sinking into your hips. And take another breath in here, maybe find more of a back bend. And then as you exhale, you're going to draw your hips back and draw your forearms together. Start to reduce that bend in your front knee. So inhale, sink forward, cactus arms. And exhale, hugging in, rounding the upper back. Inhale. And exhale. And the last one like this. Inhale, draw forward. And exhale, release your hands alongside you. As you inhale, take your left arm up to the sky. And then as you exhale, you're going to arc over toward the right. Maybe your right fingertips can touch the mat. If not, let them hover. And finding another deep side stretch here. And taking another breath. And then you can let you cross your left elbow on the outside of your right knee. And bring your palms to touch in front of your heart space. And coming into this revolved lunge with the back knee down. And keep rotating here. Going to draw your hands in front of your heart. Shoulder blades squeeze together. Last breath. And this time you can inhale, arms up. And then exhale, place your hands down onto the mat. Inhale, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. And then exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Pausing for a breath cycle. Left leg rises up, breathe in. Drawing the leg forward, foot grounds between the hands. Exhaling, sinking your back knee. Inhale, rising up, find cactus arms, lift through the heart. And exhale, soften through the hips. Inhale, draw in and strength between your hip bones. And exhale. I'm going to flow. So inhale with your cactus arms. And exhale, forearms, palms touch, hips draw back. Inhale, sinking forward. And exhale, drawing back with control. Inhale forward. And exhale. Last round. As you breathe in, send the hips forward. And you can breathe out, release your hands. And as you inhale, your right arm rises this time. And then as you exhale, you're going to bend over toward the left. Maybe your left fingertips touch the ground. Maybe they hover. Finding that stretch again through your side body. And then we're going to cross the right elbow over on top of the left knee. Palms come to touch. Inhale as you find a little length through your spine. And exhale as you rotate deeper. Maybe gazing up over your top shoulder. One more breath. Inhale, release the palms, moving through center. And then exhale, take your hands framing your front foot. Inhale as you tuck your back toes, lift your knee. And exhale, step back, downward facing. And from here, start to bend your knees, gaze forward. And then step your feet toward your hands. Inhale, find your halfway lift, long spine. And exhale, draping down. Inhale, let's rise up. And then exhale, slowly glide your palms in front of your heart space. And just pause here for a moment. And feeling the connection of the earth beneath the soles of your feet. Feeling what it's like to be standing. You're doing nothing else but standing. Embodying this moment of stillness with full presence and patience. And take a deep in-breath through your nose. And a full exhale out your mouth. And slowly start to open your eyes. And then from here, you can step back with your left foot, so you're facing the long side of your mat. Feet either parallel or toes in, heels out. Bring your hands to your hips, and as you inhale, find length. Lift up through your heart. And then exhale, micro bend your knees, bow, folding forward, wide leg forward. Hands under shoulders, inhale, find length. And then exhale, bowing. You might leave your hands here or walk them back in between your hands. Maybe noticing if your pelvis is able to tilt a little bit more forward, a bit more comfortably if you gently bend your knees a little bit. And then from here, start to find length through your spine again. And then take your right hand to your left ankle. And then inhale, take your left arm up to the sky. And then exhale, deepen this twist. Gazing up to your top hand if it's available. Making sure you're still keeping weight in your toes. Another in-breath here. And exhale, release your top hand down. You can walk your left hand now, your right ankle, and inhale, right arm rises. And then exhale, deepen this twist, find length through your spine. Again, maybe gazing up. Remember, we always twist with a long spine, so avoid collapsing through your vertebrae. Find length. Make another breath in. And then as you breathe out, releasing your hands down underneath your shoulders. And take another inhale here. And then exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, start to rise up top. And exhale. And you can pivot your front foot. And keep both legs straight. Front toes pointing toward the short end of your mat. You might turn your back foot in slightly or keep it parallel. Arms come up alongside your shoulders. And then as you inhale, reverse your triangle. Turn the front palm up and lift back. And exhale here. Another inhale to find length. And then exhale, return to center. Inhale, shift the hips back a little bit. Start to reach the arms and your torso forward. Far forward as you can. And then exhale, lower into Trikonasana. Triangle pose. Think about finding as much length through your side body as you can. Both sides of your body, and torso, and top. Hip is rolling up, maybe gazing at the top arm. Taking one more breath like this. And your next inhalation, rising back up. And you're going to pivot your hips to face forward. And step your left foot in, so your feet are about 1 meter apart. And then both hips are facing forward, so you can make them on train tracks here. Catch opposite elbows behind you, or reverse prayer. Breathe in, lengthen. And breathe out, bring your torso halfway down. Lengthening the spine while lengthening the right hamstring. Opening through the chest. Notice if you can draw your right hip further back, left hip further forward so your hips are even. Take another inhale here. And a full exhale. And inhale, start to rise up, release your hands. Now we're going to step forward into a tree pose. Stepping your weight into your right foot, raise your left knee in. You can open the knee to the side and place the sole of your left foot on the inside of your right leg, either above or below the knee. Your choice if you'd like to bring your palms to heart center. Or maybe find another expression, your arms here. Letting your drishti, your gaze, settle on something that's still. And having patience with yourself if you're wobbling. And gently start to release your left foot. You can cross your left ankle above your right knee. Start to bend your right knee and sink your head. Keep your heart lifted here and flexing your left foot. Standing figure 4. And then your next inhale, stand up. Release the foot down and shake it out a little bit. And maybe twisting your upper body a little bit from side to side. Moving to the other side. So this time step back with your right foot. You're facing the long side of your mat. Heels in, toes out this time. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Palms face forward. Lift your heart. Maybe gaze up. And then as you exhale, start to fold forward. Lower your hands. Inhale, lift up. Maybe find it back. And exhale, bending your knees. Inhale, expand. Exhale, draw down and in. Inhale. And exhale. Last time to breathe in here like this. And exhale, this time release your hands down. And this time turn your front toes, left foot toward the short end of your mat. You can check your back foot, maybe pivot the toes in a little bit. Bring your arms alongside your chest. Breathing in reverse, your triangle lifting up and back. Pause, breath out. One more in breath. And exhale, return to center. Breathing in, start to reach as far forward as you can. Breathing out, let your left hand land wherever it lands, on your leg, on the floor. Rotating open through your top shoulder and top hip. And expanding, send your crown of your head forward, so you're long through your side body. Next inhale, raising up. Releasing your hands back down. And pivot your hips forward, step your back foot in, so your feet are about 1 meter apart. Feet are on train tracks here. Catching opposite elbows again, or if it's available, you might take a reverse breath. Breathe in here with that length. And then exhale, start to bow halfway. So to draw your right hip forward, left hip drawing back. Long spine. Feeling into that opening of your left hamstring. And breathing in as you rise up tall. You can release your hands. And we're stepping forward onto the left foot this time. And finding a tree pose. And placing your foot either above the knee or below the knee. Hands might come to heart center. Maybe overhead. Gazing at something steady. Again, practicing patience with yourself. The pose. You can start to release your right foot, cross it above your left knee. Maybe wobbling. And start to sink your hips back while keeping your heart lifted. You can flex the right foot here. You don't need to come super deep to feel that hip opening. And inhale, releasing down. You breathe in, take your arms up wide to the sky. Palms connect. And exhale, glide down toward the floor. Inhale, slide your hands up your shins, heart draws forward. And then exhale, hands round and step back into your downward facing dog. Inhale to come high up onto the tippy toes. Wave out through your spine, shoulders over wrists. And then exhale, lower your knees, your chest and your chin. And slide forward. Untuck your toes. You're going to come into a Sphinx pose. So you place your elbows underneath your shoulders, coming up onto your forearms. Your forearms are parallel here. You keep rooting through your hip bones. Press into the tops of your feet. Draw your shoulders back. Your neck is long. Your neck's always an extension of the spine, so no need to crank it up. I'm going to pause here for a couple more breaths in this gentle back bend. You could always walk your hands further forward if that's okay for your back. Let's take one last breath in. And a full breath out. And gently slide down, resting your forehead onto your hands for a moment. Taking a moment to pause. Place your hands underneath your shoulders. Start to press yourself up, roll over your knees, and sink down into a child's pose. You could make this passive, let your forearms rest down, or you want to make it a little bit more active, create a little bit more space through your spine. You might walk your hands further forward and to press away so your hips draw further back. Letting yourself be just as you are. Letting everything be just as it is in this moment. And taking one more breath here. Your next inhale, start to roll up. Draw your hands in, up over your thighs, arms lift. And exhale, soften your arms back down. I'm going to roll onto one of your sitting bones now. Bring your legs out in front of you, face this way. And you can take your right foot over to begin. The left foot draws in toward your right sitting bone. Right foot crossed over, into a seated twist. And notice if one of your sitting bones is lifted. Maybe you want to take a blanket or something underneath that, or otherwise just start to ground down on that side. And you can place your left hand down behind your sacrum. Inhale, raise your right arm up. And then exhale, hook your left arm up, left elbow on the outside of your right knee. Right leg crossed, left elbow hooking. Lots of lefts and rights. Breathing in, find length. Breathing out to twist. Gently release, coming back through center. Now you're going to bring your left shin parallel to the top of your mat. And then you're going to flex your right foot and place your right foot somewhere above your left knee. This is a firewall pose. Your knee might be super high here. It's normal. You could place something in between that gap, or you can leave it being a bit higher. And either staying here, or if you like, you might inhale, find length. And then exhale, maybe walk your fingertips in front of you a little bit and fold forward. Feeling a deep stretch through your right hip. Inhale, start to come back up. You can release your feet. Just press back onto your hands, and this time you can bend your right knee and cross your left foot over, making sure both sitting bones are grounded before you twist, before you move. And place the left hand down behind your sacrum. Right arm rises, breathe in. And rotating your torso toward your left knee. You breathe out. Breathing in, find length. Breathing out, rotate. Inhale back through center. And exhale, release your feet. This time you're going to bring your right shin parallel to the front of your mat, as parallel as can be. You can flex your left foot and place your left foot somewhere above your right knee. And again, you might have quite a decent sized gap between your left knee rather, and your right foot. It's okay. Breathe in, lift. Maybe start to melt forward as you breathe out. And sometimes in these more uncomfortable poses, you start to feel that urge to come out of them. And see if you can have patience and let yourself stay, knowing that this too shall pass. Inhale, rising up. And exhale, release your feet. You can bend your knees quite a lot here. We're going to come into a forward fold, but starting with bent knees. So as you inhale, raise your arms up. And then as you exhale, start to lay your torso over your legs, maybe catching your feet. You might stay here. Maybe sliding your heels out, but only as far as you can still keep your torso connected to your upper legs. Variation on Paschimottanasana. Seated forward bend. Really protecting our spine, our lower back here. Lengthening through that space and letting your knees bend, preventing any rounding. Inhale, lifting up. And then as you exhale, start to make your way down onto your back. And let's find a happy baby pose. You can catch your feet from the inside or the outside. And keep your lower back grounded, tailbone grounded. You're welcome to find any variation here you like. If you do notice your lower back really lifting, bring your hands to your ankles or shins, maybe your knees. Giving your lower back a nice massage, maybe rolling side to side. I'm going to finish our practice today with a gentle inversion. You might place a pillow underneath your hips if you like and extend your legs up. Or you could also keep laying down, extend your legs up. Or if it's available and you have a wall nearby, you might like to take your mat toward a wall or shuffle yourself toward a wall. And take your legs up the wall. You can move your sitting bones into the wall. Let your palms rest open. And find some relaxation. This is really supportive for our nervous system. Really calming. And be savoring these moments of rest and relaxation. How healing even brief moments of these pauses can be. And we start to tune in to the pace of nature. And start to slow everything down. And we start to engage more with the here and now. Maybe we're able to do that. We can then trust a little bit more in what's unfolding. And trust a little bit more in ourselves. And letting go of all the things that we can't control. The situation we're facing right now. Finding acceptance. And allowing ourselves to just be. No need to force or push yourself. It's okay to be still. It's okay to feel whatever it is you're feeling. It's okay to pause. You're welcome to stay here. Or if you'd like to move into Shavasana on your back, you could start to lower your legs back down and find that. If you're enjoying your legs up the wall, you might stay there for the final pose. Shavasana. Letting your feet naturally fall out to the sides, your legs be wide, arms wide, and palms open. The whole entire body held in support of the earth beneath you. And letting yourself sink into stillness. Letting everything be just as it is. This is a poem called Just for Now by Dana Foltz. Just for now, without asking how, let yourself sink into stillness. Just for now, lay down the weight you so patiently bear upon your shoulders. Feel the earth receive you. And the infinite expanse of sky grow even wider as your awareness reaches up to meet it. And just for now, allow a wave of breath to enliven your experience. Breathe out whatever blocks you from the truth. And just for now, be boundless, free, awakened energy, tingling in your hands and feet. And drink in the possibility of being who and what you really are. So fully alive that when you open your eyes, the world looks different, newly born and vibrant. And just for now. And slowly beginning to deepen your breath again. And gently moving your fingers and toes. As you breathe in, stretching out long. And as you breathe out, drawing your knees in toward your chest. And rocking a little bit from side to side. Gently rolling to your right. You can press down through your left hand to walk to a seat. Take your time here, no rush. Take one hand over your heart space, and placing the other on top, and one palm over the other. Taking a moment to acknowledge yourself for practicing yoga today. In your body, in the present moment. Let's finish the practice together with a single cleansing breath. Breathing in deeply through your nose. And breathe out through your nose. Take another inhale here. And exhaling, mouth closed, bowing your head toward your heart space. Honoring yourself and the teacher within you. Remember to practice patience amidst all this uncertainty. Namaste. Thank you for sharing your practice, your energy, and peace.